In 1969, a single football match became so intense, so emotional, and so violent that it helped ignite a real-life war between two countries. This is the insane true story of the Football War, a 100-hour conflict sparked by a World Cup qualifier. Before the football even began, tensions between El Salvador and Honduras were already boiling. El Salvador was small, overcrowded, and struggling. Hundreds of thousands of Salvadorans had crossed into Honduras looking for land and work. But in the late 1960s, Honduras pushed them out. Homes were destroyed, families were beaten, and thousands of Salvadorans were kicked out of the country. Anger grew on both sides, and football became the symbol of national pride and national revenge. The first match took place in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. The Salvadoran team barely slept the night before. Honduran fans surrounded their hotel, banging pots, shouting and setting off fireworks until sunrise. El Salvador lost 1-0. Normally, it's just football, but this defeat hit the country so hard that an 18-year-old Salvadoran girl tragically took her own life. Her funeral was broadcast on national television, and the country's sadness turned into fury. 1 week later, Honduras traveled to El Salvador for the second match, and the payback began. The Honduran players' hotel was attacked with stones and firecrackers. Their bus windows were smashed. The Honduran flag was burned in the streets. During the game, the atmosphere was so hostile the Honduran players said it felt like playing in hell. El Salvador won 3-0, but when Honduras returned home, riots erupted. Hondurans attacked Salvadoran migrants living in their cities, forcing families to flee for their lives. A final playoff match was held in Mexico. El Salvador won again, earning their place at the 1970 World Cup. But instead of celebrating, things exploded. Just hours after the match, El Salvador cut all diplomatic ties with Honduras, accusing them of failing to protect Salvadoran citizens. Both sides mobilized their armies. Within weeks, airstrikes began, ground troops crossed borders, and the conflict known as the Football War officially started. The war lasted just 100 hours, a little over 4 days, but caused huge damage. Though football didn't cause the war, it was the final spark thrown onto a mountain of tension, fear, and anger. By the time a ceasefire was reached, hundreds had died and thousands were displaced, and the two nations remained hostile for years. This is the unbelievable true story of how a World Cup qualifier helped ignite an actual war. If you want more insane true history stories, subscribe for more.